Our last game of the day was
Yeah.
these Gahanna Lincoln Lions
Yes.
versus the Teays Valley Vikings.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. The end score was 44-30. It was closer than it appeared.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Closer than our brick player of the game was Gahanna's Layla Marshall, who played really. These player, I want to say this about this team, about these teams. They played really hard,
Yeah.
and this game started really late.
It did.
Yes.
I think it was 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was supposed to start at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a late time because I'm in bed by 10.
Yeah.
Nana is asleep. Okay. Nana is.
We didn't hit that age
Nana
where
is
we
in
can't
the
stay
bed.
up all night.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
TV show. I'm out.
But I was so impressed just by the aggressiveness and how just competitive they were.
They went back and forth for a while.
Yes.
They went
and
back
how
and
hard
forth for a
they
while.
played.
Yeah. And I thought they put some things together. I thought Coach Bailey really, he's a guy. I love Coach Bailey. Coach Bailey and I, we talk on the phone quite often. He coaches so hard.
Yes.
And I think that his players are starting to adapt to that, of them starting to play hard.
Okay.
You know, whatever your energy you're giving off as a coach, your players receive that. And I think because he's so competitive, which he is from Cleveland, he's competitive. His players are starting to put it together. And this is a team that's exciting to watch. I mean, we're going to watch them, journey into, trying to get the States.
Right.
That's a team we're going to see.
Right.
So, and again, for Teays as well.
Yes.
So,
a little bit about Teays. I thought they competed extraordinarily well. They do have a player,
Kennedy
Youngkin.
Oh my goodness.
Again, it's one of those things when you know you're the player, all the expectation and the pressure. I'm not the one to tell you how to get through it, but I think she handled it really well. What impressed me the most was that she's a taller player and a bigger player, and she plays big. I love it.
She does.
She does not play small at all, and I love. She was down there banging, fighting. She's getting all of the double teams. I know she's getting hit. I thought she handled it incredibly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do we have a guest today?
We do. We gonna get to it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You want to go to it now?
I think so.
We can.
Let's give the people what they want.
We get it. People want.
Who do we have coming up? No way. Coach Bailey. How are you?
How you doing? Doing good. How about yourself?
We're doing pretty good. As you see, all of our wonderful viewers, we have Gahanna Lincoln's coach, Ron Bailey, joined us. Our second coach for girls only. So we first want to thank you so much for joining us on our show. You're the second coach. So we feel good that we're getting interviews and stuff like that. So hype us up when you can.
You know what I mean? I have to say this. Coach Bailey is one of my favorite people in the world.
See, world famous Benson.
No, I'm serious. He knows that. I've told him that. He is one of my favorite people in the world. Just because of just the man he is.
Yeah.
And when you have young women in the game as former players,
yes,
that's so important to have that influence and connection.
Absolutely.
And that father. I know my dad was that.
Yeah.
And so I see so much of that in Coach Bailey. I love Coach Bailey.
So now we got to give trophies.
We got to get our
trophy. We got
trophy.
to get the Tanisha Award for one of the best people. She getting emotional. Oh, we trying to talk basketball.
Because his team played well.
They did.
Let's go ahead and get to it. Go ahead and hit him with a couple
questions for you, Coach Bailey. Can you just share your thoughts a little bit about what you thought about the event, having your team play on a collegiate floor, the bright lights? We've been shouting out the lights at Ohio Dominican all episode because they were, they were sparkling and had your players looking good. So can you just share what you thought about your event and overall how you think your team did?
First off, I thought it was a great event. It's just always an exciting feeling to watch girls go out there and compete on a high level. I don't think that, the girls' game get a lot of recognition. So anytime you get a lot of girls in the gym to go out there and compete at a high level, I think it's always a blessing. I thought when I look at our team, I thought our team played well. I knew Teays Valley was going to be tough. I think they only lost one game. Or I think they may have been. I don't know if they was undefeated or they lost one game. I know Kennedy, they're big. I knew she was going to be a handful. And the only thing we was trying to do was contain her. It was going to be hard to get out there and stop her with just one person. I think she still ended up with 17 points or so. But they're a tough team. And I knew that they were going to try to come out in the zone and do some different things. And I think we, made the adjustments. But hats off to their coaches. Hats off to their players. I think they competed hard. And it was a fun game to go out there and play.
Not to share all your secrets moving forward, but were they some areas of improvement that you look for your team to accomplish at the event, that some good things that you can take moving forward into the new year?
You said some areas of improvement.
Yeah.
I just want to see us play defense a little bit better collectively. Take care of the ball, um, and just make sure we communicate. Um, just stick together no matter what, or whether we win or lose. Just going out there and compete hard and staying together. I think sometimes when something go wrong, a lot of times we point the finger at each other. We handling it a little bit better, but that's an area of improvement that I would love to see in my team.
Gotcha. So, Coach, nobody knows this, but I surprised Coach Bailey in his practice one day. Didn't tell him I was coming.
Oh,
I just
shit.
stopped it, and I was in like bright neon orange too. So you could not miss me at all. Like you knew I was there. Surprised him, like scared the crap out of him, right?
Uh-oh.
And so, and then I even got up and was on the baseline during the practice because I was, yeah, I know a little bit much. However, I was in the practice, and I know you put such an emphasis on defense. And
Yes.
offensively, I think just over the years watching you, like your offense, you have taken it to a whole nother level of just, obviously the girls have to execute. But who in the game, in that particular game, do you feel like really is starting to get it for the team? I have my pick. I
Um,
want to know your pick.
no, I think
I wonder if we got the same
I,
pick.
I of course I can say like Layla and Clark that will always be a pick, but I would have to say Lachey. Like
That's
Lachey,
what we
That's what
said.
we said.
Lachey, has Lachey hit that many threes in a game?
look, Lachey, man, and you was at practice and I was in practice. I was riding Lachey all practice long. And I
Yes.
think we had a game before that Friday. We played Westerville Central, and Lachey didn't play very well. So Lachey the type of person if she don't play well, you can tell her, and she's gonna be like she gonna accept it. Be like Lachey, you played bad. If you got out here and play bad, this upcoming game we gonna be in trouble. And she accepted the challenge, and she went out there. I think she balled out, and I was so happy. I was so happy for her.
Yeah, that was
That
our
was our
pick.
player.
That was our pick.
Lachey
Because
played so well.
and coach is right. Like literally, like you can say, "Hey, Lachey, you got to step it up this," and she's like, "Okay." Like she
Shot
just
was so confident.
man, she
Yeah.
just didn't care. And I have to say this. I think, coach, I think they're coming along. Is there any expectations you have moving forward into this second part of the season? I know we talked about the tournament, but going into the second part, obviously you guys have a target on your back. You do. That's just the price you pay for being Gahanna Lincoln. Any expectations you got for the girls second half?
Again, I just want to see us continue to strive to play better as a team on both ends of the ball. I mean, defense is what's going to help us win games. Of course, we're not the tallest, we're not always the fastest, but we have to execute on the defensive side of the basketball. We have to force turnovers. We have to get out, grab the rebounds, and get out and run because that's how we get most of our points in transition. So we need to continue to come together collectively as a team and to continue to apply pressure. And we just got to, again, we got to make sure we fix our backside. We got to make sure everybody on one accord. So going into the second half of the season, this is the area that I would love for our team to get better at.
Gotta love it.
You got.
Gotta love it.
Gotta let it coach
The
you.
great coach. You
We-
see how he going in the exit?
I know.
He's about to give us something. I'm telling you, it's people on here that's marking what you
We
said.
get analysis.
Backside.
We get all of it.
We get
We ain't
analysis.
even. We get coaching breakdown.
Oh, yeah,
we
we
do
get it
have
all.
to mention Girls Only will be in the building when you guys play Dublin Kaufman on the 28th. I don't know the capacity yet, but we will be there. So we're excited to see you guys compete. And congratulations on the win. And also good
Thank
luck. Happy holidays. Good luck with the rest of the season. And thank you for joining our show.